Lepo pozdravljeni na predzadnjem dnevu festivala slovenskega filma Portorož. Danes se pogovarjamo o kratkem filmu Kotel. Z mano je del ekipe filma, in sicer scenarist, režiser in producent Tomaž Pireš, ki prihaja iz Portugalske. Potem direktor fotografije Simon Gosnik in pa glavna igralka Lea Cok. Lepo pozdravljeni.
Zdravo. Zdravo.
Tomaž, hi. You said you're from Portugal. How did this film came to be? It's set in a very specific Slovenian region.
Yes, so this was a combination of three ideas. I wanted a movie with some kind of atmosphere, and as you can see in the big forest with the snowstorm. Then there was the idea to have these historical events that happen around the world, like in the Viking ages, in the Westerns you see it a lot, where there's a couple, in this case with a baby, which makes things even harder, that are invaded by some other foreign people. And it's a very unjust thing that happened throughout history and still probably happens in other places. So I wanted to have a story with these kind of ingredients. And to do this, I had to come here to Slovenia because you have the right environment, let's say, with the caves, with the forest, with the snow, and the very, that I love, the very harsh, in my opinion, and beautiful language that you guys have here. So it was the right place to come and shoot. I don't know if this answers the question.
Of course, yeah. And so maybe a question for both you and Simon. How did you design the visual, the image of the film together?
Well, we had our first conversation over like a Zoom call, and Thomas said, "I hope you're not one of those DPs that likes the fast cuts." And I'm like, no, it's like we need to design the film to be kind of like a puzzle. So we talked about the snowstorm and the texture of the forest, cave, and he specifically wanted like the dark room, like with the dark wood. So we searched for this location. We found like an old house, like 150 years old, like a proper historical recreation of the time period, and it had this dark wood that's blackened from the fires that were like burnt in the kitchen, which was like an open fire. And I think everything came from that. So we tried to make the movie stylized, but so it serves the story. So it's not like a tumor that's distracting. So it's kind of like flows with the story. So it's supposed to be natural but stylized at the same time.
Ima kdo kakšno vprašanje, kakšen komentar? Lea, bi mogoče ti povedala, kakšna je bila zate ta izkušnja? Kako si prišla k projektu, kako si se pridružila in kako je potekalo snemanje?
Torej poklicala me je Nastja, producentka, oziroma producentka tega filma, in mi je rekla, da ima eno grozljivko zame. Sem rekla, to imam zelo rada, mislim, to zame malo terapija, tudi da lahko izrazim, mogoče greš daj tudi malo česa, to imaš vsa taka dovoljenja pri takih stvarih, vsaj smo tak občutek. In to mi je v bistvu bila prva stvar. Potem imam eno zanimivo navezavo s Portugalsko, tako da potem so povedali, da je še portugalski režiser, in sem rekla, tako to je, obrigada. Understand, thank you. To je bil začetek. Pa sem povedala, da je v bistvu iz leta 1918, kar je tudi še nikoli nisem igrala, tako da je spet še tretji plus, o katerem zdaj že govorimo. In to je bil ta začetek. Narečje, itak, to je tudi ena taka posebna, tudi tako spoznamo res slovenski jezik, da greš malo nazaj, da vidiš, kakšne vse barve ima naš jezik, koliko je naš jezik dejansko bogata, in koliko smo v bistvu mi bogati, in ko se ga naučimo res uporabljati zavestno, lahko ogromen tudi pri sebi stvari spremenimo ali pa ugotovimo, kako tudi sabo govorimo. No? To so vse te, ampak to je pač počasen proces. No.
A pa bi lahko še kaj povedala o tem, kako si se pripravljala na vlogo, kako ste jo skupaj mogoče oblikovala z režiserjem, pa tudi glede na to, da on ne govori jezika, ne?
Ja.
Kako je to potekalo potem?
Ja, hvala. Torej, ja, komunicirala smo v angleščini. Imeli smo v bistvu 4 vaje celo, kar sem bila tudi zelo vesela. Tega velika tudi pogrešam pri nas. Jaz razumem, da iz produkcijskega, finančnega vidika in tako naprej pač to včasih se nam zdi, da je to malo, da bomo še tega si ne bomo nakopali, ampak v bistvu je bolj, da vložimo malo več v predpripravo, pa potem, ko je set, da to res teče. Tako da smo imeli v bistvu ena vaja je bila, niso bile 4, 3 vaje so bile, ampak smo jih imeli v bistvu na lokaciji. Ja. Ne, pa prej smo imeli tudi pri vas.
Ja, ampak na lokaciji sta bile 2 vaje.
Tako, na lokaciji 2, tam pa, ja. Tako da v bistvu je bilo samo važno pri meni, da sem v bistvu s Timotejem zgradila neko kemijo, da sem si dovolila biti v bistvu tudi drugačna, ker to so drugačni časi, ti ne moreš 2025 igrati tega, ne. Tako da to potem, kar se tiče teh porodov, sem že včeraj povedala, ne, da pač greš pol malo YouTubat, pa rečeš, se lahko še malo dodam, lahko se malo več derem, se je grozljivka. Pa pač to jezikovno, kar se tiče, ne, smo pa dobili posnetke, zato ker je eden iz ekipe tudi v bistvu iz unga predela, odkot je že točno?
Z Bohinja.
Iz Bohinja, tako da pojo, smo se to učili, tako fleten. Pač to poslušaš čim več in se prepustiš v bistvu potem na snemanju, kjer je pa tudi Toma zelo lepo vodil, cela ekipa je bila v bistvu mehna, ampak zato tudi toliko bolj skoncentrirana, tako kot včasih je več kot je ljudi na setu, več je energetskih, tudi ne da so motilci, ampak v bistvu psihološko nad številko 6 se ljudje začnemo grupirati, zato ker nam je preveč. Tako da v bistvu smo mi tam, nas je bilo 10,
Ja,
še
z igralci vred.
z igralci vred, tako da je bilo v bistvu zelo intimno in tudi ta soba, tam, ko smo snemali te hiše, je bila res nizka, te so se zaletavali z glavo, tako da smo bili vsi, a ja, tukaj je šele mikrofon, šele zdaj slišim, kako se bolj slišče, ko govorim v njega, okej. Tako da ja, evo, to je to.
Tomaž, would you tell us something about, you said before that the language sounds very harsh to you. Why did you want specifically for the film to be filmed in this dialect, Upper Carniolan dialect?
Yeah.
And how is it for you to shoot a film in a language you don't understand?
So the dialect is because of the region, the historical place. We wanted something that was historical and real. And then the second one was, which, sorry? Can you repeat?
How was it for you to shoot a film in a language you don't
Yeah.
understand?
And it's cinema, so cinema has many languages. We all probably here watch movies in different languages, and it's just to have for example, for Slovenian people who understand the language from the movie, it's a different experience. But all the rest of the world who doesn't know Slovenian they have to read, so it's another part of the movie to read the subtitles. So it gives a different experience it's like reading a book with visuals. So I think it's just another part that adds to the movie, and it's a different experience and a little bit more surreal. And because this story is a little bit also strange with horror elements, it helps, in my opinion, of course.
Can I just add something? I also like when Thomas was directing, like I could see him like how he was like focusing on the pure performance, because like usually when we like direct or shoot in our own language, we get like lost in words sometimes. Like this word didn't sound right, and you don't say it like this, and here it was just like pure emotion and performance, and I think it shows. Like even like me, who's only worked with Slovenian directors, this was a completely different experience.
Yeah. Also, because I'm a first-time filmmaker, it's one less thing that I have to worry about if the language is okay. We had another team member who helped, and of course, professional actors who know what they are doing. So it was great. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Hvala lepa, Film Kotel. Z nami so bili Lea Cok, Simon Gosnik in pa Tomaž Pireš. Hvala.
Hvala.